Sounds good so far. I already got the ox on. I got the ox on the beats.
Oh, okay. So we just straight out the gate.
No, we gonna talk a little.
I mean,
we gonna intro, but we gonna jump into it though. We gonna jump into it.
I'm like party time.
You ready?
You got the round of applause queued up. Mm-hmm. All right, give us the countdown.
Here you go.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on?
What up, though? What up, though?
Yeah, this is episode 24 of the NNE Freestyle and Bullshit Podcast. I'm your host, D Enrichment.
It's your main man, Headache.
And your boy Nard from the Boulevard.
All right, y'all, and then today we got a special guest. Now, y'all know that we out of Detroit, and we've been talking a lot about the the hip hop scene and how we doing our thing on the underground part, but like I said, man, we got the Grand Master in the building this go around, man. If y'all been paying attention to us, every time we asked him, so who's your guy in the core, and it's the same one. So what I mean, many of warriors that have been slayed know him as the 6 Mile Goku.
Power up.
But us in the hip hop community know him as the great Jordan L. Everybody, round of applause, man. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Welcome, man.
Got Jordan L. in the building, man. How you feeling, brother?
And I'm feeling good, feeling great, man.
I know, man. He the Fedora God, man.
Yeah.
the Fedora God, man. Like Joe stole his swag and everything. It's been like that for years.
Right.
It's been like that for years. He done spotted you around the city, man. He be doing things. When I talk about one of the underground movers and shakers, and at this point, kind of mainstream in Detroit's thing, because it's like this guy's pretty much connected to anybody. If you're rapping and you're serious, he probably knows about you, or you probably know about him.
Right.
Facts, major facts.
So, brother, man, how you feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Just, happy to be back in the city, man. Just really been soaking everything in. Just, I love the culture. I love the city. I love the hustle. And, sometimes if you take a step back or take a step away from it, you got to come back and just feel it all over again, man.
No, definitely. I know a thing or two about that, man. Y'all know I'm good for leaving and relocating and coming back.
Iraq King.
You know what I'm saying? The dust guard.
Right. Yeah, man. But,
where you coming back from, bro?
L.A., man. Yeah. L.A.
Ooh.
Out there with the celebrities at.
Palm trees.
I know, man. He came after this rainy day.
Earthquakes.
It never rains in Southern California. What is this?
It never rains in Southern California. Man, remember, it was crazy. My first 2 weeks there, man, it was like the weather was horrible.
Was it?
Right. Yeah, it was like cold, little, groggy. Just it was
like
just
cold
bad.
for there or Michigan cold?
Cold for there.
Okay, I was gonna say.
It was a little chilly.
A little breezy. A little more breezy than we wanted to.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
That's dope, man. Well, we're going to get into those traveling moves, but, I mean, I know you've been paying attention to us.
Yes,
now,
sir.
this is one of the Cypher Gods of Detroit, so you know what I'm saying? We about to get busy up in here. We got the AC going, blowing hard, because we already know he keep a dragon with him. He keep a dragon with him in 6 Mile Goku.
The fire, son.
Absolutely.
So what we going to do is get into these beats.
Okay.
Hey, man, yeah. First of all, happy Father's Day, man.
Let's talk about it.
Say happy Father's Day.
You're right. Man. I didn't announce it up yet. You're right. It is today on this Sunday. I was gonna come back with it after we got things cooking, man. I really was.
That's how we're going.
But yeah, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Let me pause the beat before I get on. Big happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yeah, man.
This Sunday that we're recording this Father's Day, it's our day. My man Jordan got the kids, and I got Sweet Baby pulling security out back. You know what I mean? Because I told you we got a big guest in here, so I had to have Christian Singles hold the pistol down. Ain't nobody gonna run up in here doing that. And he said his daughter's with him. I was like, Chris, what I mean? It's for the kids. And he's like, all right. And he's like, all right, Dad. So I had him hold the
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, because he can use it like batarangs. You can take them off, and now he got two. Bing, 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 bing. Nigga, batarangs. Like so, I got him out there though. Shout out to all the fathers though.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
All right, let's see what we got here, man. Let's pick a beat. Let's see if he got this turned up though. Walking out.
The commercial was just pretty loud, bro.
Think so? Yeah, but the commercials are always conducted louder. That's a marketing thing. Like even on the radio, your customers is like commercials be up like 5 decibels more just so it can grab on. Let's see if it just pick up though.
I think that's just an intro.
Yeah.
I still feel like it should be louder.
Sounds real good. Yeah.
Nah, I could be louder, man.
Turn it up from
Y'all
your
A little bit louder.
Turn it up from your tablet.
Let's see if it is.
Hey.
All right, this'll work.
Okay. Yeah.
Shit, let me start it on off. Had a little couple of drinks, so what's off? Got the good weed rolling in the swisher, and you know I'm about to get ya. Got my fellas with me, and you know we ain't playing around. We steady on that mind frame, and you know we getting down. We got the money stacking to the ceiling, and what the getting is, nigga, you know we got to get it.
You got to get it and I'm with it. It's enrichment and I spit it. And you know I'm about to get it. Hot fire. Them people know I'm the man they desire. Getting higher than the mother effing flyer on the tire. Yo, be seeing me up on the scene and I'm green. They call me Rich Green, the king of freestyling and things. I'm the cypher hyper. I'll be going in this thing. I'm a hip hop lifer. And I'll be going in with my kings. Big Nick and Nar coming through on your boulevard. Bumping on the beats, boy, you know they slapping hard. And as we rattle, them people know we come up off the top too. Got the Dragon Balls on my head, but I wish you would try me. If you come through out the D, I'm the man on the 313. Ask about me. The best podcast underground. We lay it down. Got the Jordanelle with me. Spit it now.
Hey, Jordanelle with him now. You already know how we get down.
Yeah.
About to turn that smile to a frown. Hold up. Look. At this moment in time, I'm chasing 2 dreams at once. Trying to be the best dad and make sure my niggas can stunt. Apply the pressure, cause that's what they want. Pick any sector, I break your record wherever you from. I'm on a tear, nigga. Curry for 30, don't act like you ain't aware, nigga. I'm Sunny Bottom and all of my women share, nigga. Straight up for real, I overkill and undercare, nigga. Tell them I'm red, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. Young king, one tad, I'm a clean slate. Pushing fate, baby, my music travels state to state. I move that mono stereo treble, I move the bass. Head to the bank with a spoon, fork, knife, and a plate. 10 hours detached, and I remain crack, a well-hung cat, so put that pussy on the chain wax. I grew up on the wrong side of the train tracks, and I'm a one-man tag team, I train tracks. Raised different, no way we spitting the same facts. Check the repertoire, I'm the underdog with insane stats. Ain't the rest of y'all, I'm the best of all, I remain that. Life's a blessing, no second guessing, listen, I claim that. Anything I do with the universe, if I grind right. Speak, pray, faith, keep all my failures in hindsight. See bad lefts can often turn into divine rights. Nicolas Cage and the Lord of War, I supply life. My lyrics bring action to every fist fight. High rain gang, let me show you what your kick's like. Nigga, you the bitch type, and nigga, I'm your bitch type. We nothing alike, I'm a satellite and you sad at life. Wait, so tell me what you see when you look in the mirror. Motivation.
Yes, sir. You got the great Jordanelle, baby.
That's a proper introduction, man.
Let's go, baby. Now we in this one. Pick something. One of y'all gentlemen pick something, man.
Intro. Proper. That's you, man. You got it.
Man, hold on. Let me cut these commercials down a little bit. Ooh wee.
Introduce yourself, man.
Thank you.
I keep telling y'all, Detroit is pick one. You can go ahead and pick one. You can just change it up. Yeah, we did that, but just pick one because it's running on its own.
Man. Hey, y'all nice, man. I like the vibe, man.
We're blown. That's all.
I like this vibe, man.
We came with performance enhancers. We just blow. Hey. Just like in the backyard or the back of the bus at the lunch table, baby.
Yeah, here we go, man. Let me go ahead and hit the flow, man. While it's open, I hit the dough, man. And here come my dudes with the fofo, and get down on the ground. We don't play around. Nigga bust a shell off. We don't play a sound. It's Detroit, man, the murder city. Yeah, and don't you know who rolling with me? I got my man Dirty Jack, man. Yeah, I got my nigga Nerd. He got my back, man. Got my homeboy Jordanelle. Shit, he come through, hit the flow, so swell like ooh wee. I got a blunt roll, that's some ooh wee. Who's he? Don't you know we used to loose teeth? If you
hey, they got me on the games because I had to throw the switches away. Y'all getting paid every day, and you know I get laid. I'm getting played in your stereos. Everybody know I eat your MCs up like Cheerios. Now here we go. Whip Mount representative. Got the 6 Mile Goku, but you go through. I kick your ass with my kung fu, lyrical swords. People be coming through, we spitting raw. I got my nigga Nar with me, dog, and breath it all. This nigga looking at his phone right now, eating Doritos with the MD. Nah, Mountain Dew with the crew. This nigga got one ear head off. He don't know what we do. He got ADD up on the beats, but not me. I concentrate. I come up on this bitch and drink some grapefruit from Concentrate.
Hey. Yo, what we on? We picking up? How we doing it?
Hey, Cypher style, baby.
Jump it on.
You know, it's wild. Look, I tell him, and it's crazy though, I got my degree. I always feel like God's telling me to chase this dream. Like I went and got a bachelor's in biology, bruh, and still ain't making, that kind of money I want to see. Without more education, some type of certification, man, I need clarification. This ain't what Doc told me. Now I'm getting impatient. Sally getting impatient. Hold up. Wait, look, it's all lies till you notice the weight that Jim carries. 23 tracks in a week, this shit's scary. Hey. To every nigga that listens, trying to get put in a position to do better, do it yourself or end up in missionary. That's it, hop off my tip. Geronimo, nigga, yeah, I'm great, but I'm on my way to being phenomenal, nigga. Talking young, black, gifted, pushing life to the limit. Recognize a star when you see it, I'm astronomical, nigga. Look, you see, I'm way more hungry than what I used to be. And I ain't going nowhere, nigga, get used to me. Face ass nigga, I'm the dentist. And your mouth need a filling. Foot in it like granny's cooking on Thanksgiving. Prophesize the almighty God told me move millions. Set at the flow with the globes and watch the waves hit them. When niggas start writing for him, it's hard to feel them. Got niggas making cuts for him like distressed denim. Praying for guys like, asking what guys like. A cool nigga or a square like a Klondike. Is it in his will to see my name in them flashy lights? A little shade in my limelight like a dirty Sprite. I aim to turn all my haters into believers. So if I gotta die and come back like Jesus, on an ultra light beam like Jesus, fuck it, then so be it. I do whatever it takes to achieve it. Got $1 and a dream, shit, I'm late on rent. I've been broke, I've been tired, I've been struggling shit. I've been broke, I've been tired, I'm through complaining and shit. Been holding in all this pain, I'm through sustaining and shit. I know hard times personally, we talk every day. They ask me how am I doing, I said I'm making the way. They say we got something coming for you, so pray cause you'll need it. I tell them bring it on, nigga, because I'm never defeated, I swear.
It's over.
It's a 6 Mile Goku, baby.
It's over.
This nigga hair just stay yellow. Man, don't come down.
Let's get it,
Hair
man.
just stay yellow, bruh.
Let's get it, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all for this opportunity.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Hey, man, we appreciate
Thank
you,
you,
man.
Yeah, for
We,
even
no, it's
coming in,
it's
blessing
all
the mic, man.
because, like I said, this is what we do. We trying to curate, like I said, a real,
A nice platform.
you know what I mean, for really anybody. Because like we do this thing, but we just dads out here trying to make a way at the end of the day. But we respect the hip hop aspect, and a lot of times everybody complain about the new rappers or it's just like, well, we putting it like, if you knew better, you'd do better. If you was born in 2000, like your best feeling of like real hip hop might have been the basement, and that went away by about 05. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and so a lot of our listeners and a lot of new people in this new era with the whole even podcast, explosion. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? A lot of people listening into this, so we giving them that feeling. What's everybody say? Give them the feeling again.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Well, we didn't got off. We got to cool down a little bit. Man. This man didn't activate my deodorant now. I'm a little upset. I'm gonna have to buy higher brand.
He said activate.
I'm like he set this joint on fire. So man, here you go. I see you making these moves out here in Detroit, man.
Absolutely.
What was one of the reasons? What's one of the reasons why you rap, man? What got you started rapping?
I'll be honest, man. My uncle. Trey Styles, he's actually one of my producers.
Our Flex is live, y'all.
And he's actually the producer on one of the tracks that I'll be previewing today. He's been making beats pretty much for as long as I can remember, man. And he'd always have his homies from the neighborhood come in, you know what I'm saying, spit, get on tracks. And it was like, man,
what's my man name again?
I want that. Trey Styles.
Trey Styles,
Trey
okay.
Styles, man.
Hey.
And it was like, I want that, you know what I'm saying? So
that's what's up, man.
he
That's
was able to allow me to get in the booth, and he was really like a main structure in the cultivation of my talent. Seeing everything that he was doing, I was able to mold a lot of the artists that I am today off of how he would structure his beats and everything that he did. And
Okay.
Right.
tidbit, at that time, was when he first became blind.
Oh, he's blind.
So he's blind and he's like
He makes beats.
makes crazy
Interesting
beats.
people say,
Crazy
we
beats.
getting that
I
on.
promise you.
We might have to get him on. We definitely got to get him on. That's that's a story.
Yes.
Yeah, for that one.
That's a story.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. So that's what really kind of got you started up rapping. He like curated since you about how long you been doing this for?
And when people ask that, it's always two answers to it. You know what I'm saying?
Hit me with it.
Your
You know,
very
so-
first rap.
So my very first rap is when I was 13.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it was called Watch Your Back, and it was about cameras and guns and cup holders. All right. So you can see, you know what I'm saying, how a lot of that switched, you know. But then once I
When did you feel you was going pro?
it was about roughly 3 years ago when I realized that a 9 to 5, and no offense to anybody with 9 to 5s, but a 9 to 5 didn't work for me. And my musical talent will be, if not in the forefront, a major piece of me providing for my family and my future family long before or long after I'm gone.
For sure.
That's dope, man.
For sure.
That's hella dope. I be saying the same thing too. That's why we trying to get out the 9 to 5 with the podcast. Yeah. Eventually, once these the merch hit, live shows hit, and the movement,
Bro,
the movement
y'all on
center.
the right track. I promise you. I promise y'all on the right track.
It feel good. It feel good to hear that, man. It feel good to hear that.
Right.
But we just gonna keep it going because like. Believe it or not, man, minus the drinks and the blunts, like this is just what we do.
Right,
if people is really gonna pay or watch to see us hang, my nigga, how much a month? Let me gamble. Right. I bet on myself before I bet on somebody else, and I bet on the guys that when I feel that I'm gonna fall backwards, this is who I feel gonna catch me. So I might as well bet on myself in there than anybody else. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's the best way to put it.
Well, back to this rap ish because you know what I mean. That's what we came to do. Nard, who was it on, Nick or Nard? It was on Nick. Go ahead and pick one, man. Let's see what we got.
Somehow I always end up picking a slow beat, man.
Because you slow. No, I'm just playing. He's a smart guy. I used to cheat off his papers all the time. Wouldn't be here for one
smart.
We'll both get F's. But anyway, no, I tried. I tried it.
Who that, Eminem?
That is a picture of him. And it sounds like a damn Eminem beat, man.
Testing 1 2.
Yo.
We going cool with it?
Testing 1 2 3 4, and you know how I get it, and you know how I go. The show is about to go on, and you know I can't one stop on your show, and you know I got the roll up one, smoking to the fingertips, and you know how I get, son. I got my dudes with me, and you know we about to fly to the sky. We hide in the mug, and I got a cup of eye. You know I can't drink, I ain't cheap stuff. I got to get the Spencer stuff that do say, oh the Deleon. You know how I get it, cause you know I be on mine. Girls asking me about the pine. You don't know what it is. I smoked some Rego with it, and she said, "What's up, Kush, man?"
Hey. y'all jumping with it?
We jumping in?
Mr. Giggles.
We jumping in?
Jump on in, man. Tap in, boss.
Dr. Giggles.
Pop trunk, get crunk just for a starter. I'm great and still got time to get better. I'm James Harden. Never settle for less because less is right where I started. Remember plenty nights starving, hoping prayers get acknowledged. Never questioned my faith, I knew I had a plan. Soul searching through the clouds and I would never land. And my dad really communicates like I'm a distant friend. But my mom's expecting me to be a better man, that's plenty pressure. And beyond all the foolery and the rumors, let that man tell it, dog, I've been a late bloomer. Done with high school in 5 and I finished college in 6. But unlike that nigga, when life hits, I don't quit. Boy, it's God's gift. The new school, a prophet blessed with a conscience. A gift from my ex, 2 Michael Kors watches. Just so I could track how long I put up with her nonsense. Hit her with a K on some Kappa side-ish. And dig it back to the music where every track is a doozy. I told you people I do it. I pick apart any track, I demolish it, I'll abuse it. Kill it and get a acapella back to the producer. I'm an avid drinker. My homies know that I'm about it. Don't want to get to the point where I can't focus without it. A thin line between love and hate, so I move around it. She like my lifestyle and diction, pounded. Stepped out the hood to put on for my family more. Some acquaintances act like that they don't know me no more. My mother tells me she sees it now more than ever before. I'm just trying to ensure that all my future's secure. Cause my sisters, they overtiming, working them 9 to 5s, making minimum wage, got them stressed out. Knowing that every single check gotta be stretched out. Cause a few of they baby daddies done stepped out. I'm way ahead of my time, something that y'all ain't used to. Kicking it with the family, we reflecting on our future. Mirror image commitment, told me that I'ma do it. Early bird gets the worm, nigga, I'm up before the rooster. Not afraid of my past, that goes without saying. Just afraid of my demons falling in the wrong hands. And if they happen to drop, I need y'all to understand that I used to be the boy, now I'm a motherfucking Saiyan. This guy's good.
That boy's good.
That was good.
Going on the mic.
Damn, dog.
We got some more. We got some more. I'm hungry. Let's eat.
Going on
Let's eat.
Well, who is on? Pick one, big dog.
Man.
Shoot the clip. Shoot the clip. Roll through the deck. Roll through the deck. Don't check. The people know we got the mic erect. And motherfuckers know that we don't take the facts from the darts that you throw. But you know we got the flow and we on the go. So we got the show. Oh!
What kind of world do you want to live in? I want to bring families closer together.
I want to.
That's messed up because I'm a side dude. I bring families up. It's fucked up. Just come on like that. That's how you come on.
I'm a proud side.
Hey, we're needed out here.
Okay.
Ooh, shoot. Keep it cool, know we keep it smooth. You know I get down with my mother effing dudes. Drinking on some effing vodka with my fucking crew. And you know that I get on like this. This your main man and Rich is spitting fire with this up in Detroit seats. But yo, it's cold up in the D. Everybody leave you busted. Laid out on the streets and drive right past. And probably pull the cam out before they call the cops or the ambulance to get you out. You probably bleed out right there. People won't even let you run in their store. They probably rile and square and probably kick you out. And Chaldeans will be caring about us. But yo, they be caring about the money that we spend. And anytime we going off and yo, we going in. I got my nigga Jordan there with me, yo, we spitting friends. I got my nigga Nick, he got me with support my shit. I had an idea, he said go do it, Rich. So when I came back with the bag, he was doing it. Rolled me a slip and said we winning, kid. We the number one, we the champs, we the best, we the best. And everybody know, yo, you probably should invest. Little blow now, so I'm mumbling in the words. But hey, mumble rap's winning right now, so nigga, word. Fuck you mean?
Yeah, mumble.
Hey, bro, I love that, bro.
That's ours too. That's ours too. Everybody else got their own little. That's ours.
I love that, man.
That's our joint. But we had Ryan here. He had all the joints, man. That was still our exclusive. But
Yo, get a Mountain Dew, mix it with the little liquor, and you know it's getting quicker. The buzz kicking in, I'm getting hungry. You know how I do it, cause a nigga getting rony. Got to get the money, stack it to the ceiling, never be faking. Always keep it real up in my veins, never be ripping. And you know I got a child to feed, and you know I got to get it, cause you know the money that we need. And you know niggas be faking and fronting, and you know me, I keep it 100. And you know I'm trying to stack these hundreds to the ceiling, my nigga. If you rolling with me, and then you down, my nigga, but best believe you if you real one. The 20 years know that I know, and you know I got to keep my hands up on that chrome. This the fucked up world though, you know you got to get it on. I got my mans in here, we rolling it grown.
We rolling around the streets of the city, man. I got my eyes open for this pretty thing.
Yeah.
She scoping me, yeah, man. I got it back like a grocery store, man. Yeah. Let me bring it back, man, just for a sec. Damn. Let me get my beat wet.
Okay.
Let me go ahead. Man, I ain't focused right now. That's my fault, fellas. My fault.
Hey, nah, man, that's what we on.
Yeah.
It's the freestyle and bullshit show.
Okay.
It's the freestyle and bullshit show.
Hey,
Check it.
you know that we on. Hey, you know that we on. It's the freestyle and bullshit show. It's the freestyle and
Bullshit show.
Yeah.
It's the freestyle and bullshit.
Time to give them the cold shoulder. Time for the family to eat, the wait is over. One blind patch amongst blacks, we Dennis Schroeder. Catch contact, the woods back like Blake. Got revived and bossed up one last time, I provide vision through the way I'm living, fuck my circumstances. Nigga, I'm full of second chances like I'm Taylor Bennett. Success just fit a nigga like he tailored in it. Start to finish, boy, I'm running with it, come and get it. Huh.
Oh. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
He started right on the
He
mark.
knew it was cutting off. He felt it. Nigga, that's a flower for you.
He stays in the flowy spirit. It's on me to pick. Let's see what we got.
Jordanelle, you picked, did you?
Yeah, I just picked this.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what we got.
That beat's hard.
Hey, man, yeah.
Nice beat.
Yeah, we gotta make sure we incorporate the name game today, man.
Oh yeah, we definitely got. We got. Oh shoot! Look,
Oh, yeah,
look.
we got to do that.
Since we got 6 Mile Goku in here, let's see what we
Introduce
got.
you to it.
What we got?
Look at this little guy. You gotta do
With some
it.
stunner shades on.
With the shade.
Hey, he stole your image. Oh. Hey.
Little Wu-Tang, man.
Hey, yo. I got the 6 Mile Goku with me. I'm the King Regita, king of rapping seers. Coming through microphone, niggas couldn't. Hold on, nah, this hard. Wait a minute. I bring the smoke in, then I blow the rest of my nose. The best with the flows. Each broadcast a moon rock bow to whom I know. They say I got that eardrum blow. B54, a giant with the most high flow. Most guys know, in Richmond got them rhymes for show. And enough game to take your favorite dime or hoe. Coming up strange, but never let it change your goals. Trying to touch brains, cause that's the pathway to the soul. So as me, you hear me rhyme, then you know I'ma go. I say that shit to make the hair stand up on your toe. Kicking the dough, give the crowd a ribbon to show. Nigga, you broke, you stuck like a stick in the moat. My promotes, dialing this with shit that I wrote. If not the best, then fuck it, dog, I'm better than most. I'm wetter than soap, niggas know I'm fresher than coke. 100% raw from the Coppolina, you know. And everybody know, see me on the mic like, oh. And when the chicks see me walking in the clubs, they be like, hello, fuck it.
Some old school wild west shit. I never step out without my vest shit. 40 cows on the Damn, man, my flow kinda rinky dinky. I gotta pick it up, step on track. Nigga, nah, matter of fact, let me step on back. I bring the smoke out. I think my man just said that. Well, let me bring the smoke in and the hell that. Nigga, that's that good shit, man. It's like that green crack. Nigga, don't you know, man? Damn, I think I need that. That cool cat dreads hang down low. And don't you know I keep the 4 pounds so?
Hey!
No.
Slick Nick, man. Hey! Slick Nick.
Once again, it's on. I'm back on the strip. Niggas talk shit, they get punched in their lips. Money been on my mind since day one. A lot of niggas talking shit, but they don't want none. All I know is real. A lot of niggas out here fake. I stay on point and never cutting the cake. Though niggas know in the listen to game. I told niggas before, don't let the glasses fool you, man. I come through shutting down the party. Ask people who know me, they say I get retarded.
What you got, Goku? Boy, it's go time. I travel to help mine. Took a trip to Atlanta just to tighten up the belt line. Spit like the apocalypse, nigga, they help the scale kind. Pro melanated glow, so you know I'ma protect mine. No shots fired, just all truth. I'ma supersede all expectations, it's like graduation. Spitting like this shit a dissertation, boy, your terms layman. Everything you stand for is the same, and I'm forever changing. Boy, you made your pain and hold up, wait, man, look. Walking reality, I'm progression with style. Dug so deep into my face that I injured a cloud. I took L's, I got dubs, I fell down, I came up, ain't change up. Unless it was Kennedy's to Grants, I'm advanced. I just proceed, my flow's in its own league. Killing niggas like police, your vision on a short leash. My vision on a whole nother dimension, boy, I know me, I'm a god, you can't control me. Y'all just ranching with the rollies, boy, your time's up, I'm pro us. Put dedication and gratitude in the soil and I grow love. Mom's taught me half the battle is your presence, so I show up. Forever getting better, it's that everlasting glow up. Crunch time like a toe touch, I'm so clutch. I thank God for every opportunity and downfall. I'm
Going, boy. Fall into the zone, boy.
We got time before the hour. Power hour. Bump that. Let's see what we doing. Let's see
got
what
a power hour too? We powering up.
Oh, we get silly in here.
Ooh, man.
But right now, you got me in my hip hop pride,
My
right?
head tight, nigga.
We don't really do this many instruments. By now, we been done start cutting up on niggas. Hey. Detroit style. Hold on. Dummy hook, ready?
Go ahead.
If I rule the world, I smoke all the blunts. I'm stoner, baby.
Hey.
Black diamonds and pearls.
Okay.
A whole big orgy with light-skinned girls. trying to go mix up. The people know Richmond got the spit stuff. Coming through, I spit stuff. Freestyling's off the top, bitch, what? Got the ball up on my head, I gotta go and wish. I wish you MCs could see me in this bitch. On the microphone, I'm the king, doing my thing. I walk around with the bling and walk around, fuck around on the sting and throw it higher than the sky. Make you hear but with 100, like why? She about to pick it up, she be a real slut. She know what time it is, yo, it's time to fuck. But yo, I might just tell her I could give you a real pimp. Go up on some other shit and bring it back up off the trick. Niggas going rich about them dollars, trying to make the wealth. Do it not for myself, do it all for the help of my family and strength. People know enrichment be going so hard, boy, I should start a business. Them niggas know exactly what it is, just caught the flowy spirit. The people know you gotta love and hear it. It's that eardrum blow, understand you get addicted. It's enrichment and I'm pitching every time that I'm with it on the show. And we coming every week with this. You could listen to a mixtape or you can listen to this. Yeah, I got my nigga Nick and Nard. Jordan L, he going hard. Yeah.
Niggas think they know some shit, but really don't know shit. Hop up in my pretty bitch, start her up and take a spin. Hit the GRA, then hit the 96, 96 to 75. Then I'm all up in the mix. Then I take a toke of the green smoke. You know it's some fried because the shit will make you choke. Roll me up another, then I keep going. Put a light to it. Now I'm back smoking. You gotta watch the homies pretend that they know you. I'm riding around with the pistol with the leather holster.
Constellations criticize the comments because they're stationary. I'm everything that you never are, nigga, legendary. Coded in the winter in February at Ben and Jerry's. Hello.
That's cold as shit, man.
Coded in the winter at Ben and Jerry's. Your first choice is my secondary. We up next, I'm on deck like a pair of Sperry's. Bon voyage, I got a meeting with the Carters at 9. I might just take a seat at the table right next to Solange. And they'll play prompt and circumstance when I arrive. Cause I pop out of situations you wouldn't survive. Graduated as summa cum, bring it back, I knock soon the moon, kick it back, sipping lemonade, watching cranes in the sky. My pass checking like Daytona 500, hit the ground running. You already know how we coming.
Boy, going retarded, dog. I ain't trying to mess you up, dog.
No, you good, brother. You good, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'll be honest, man. Other than, matter of fact, let me get back on my live so I can say this. But,
I don't get blessed like this all the time, bro.
No, man. Well, actually, we do. We've been having a consistent level. But like I said, I don't know, catching the flowy spirit. It's the flowy goes, hallelujah.
But like I was saying, man, I'll be honest, man. I know, like this feeling, this vibe, you know what I'm saying? Just going around, like, it's very few places that I experienced this.
Hit that
you know what I'm
mic.
saying? My bad. It's very few places, you know what I'm saying, that I experienced the whole cypher type vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And obviously, the Friday Night Cypher, shouts out to 107.5, DJ BJ, The Core, and
Detroit.
everybody who plays a part in that. You know, that arena, and it's a few arenas that I've been in, but like it's very few, you know, and then you hear people spitting. You hear, you know what I'm saying, off the dome, you know what I'm saying? Y'all coming with it crazy.
For sure.
You know,
Yeah,
so
we try it. We try it, you know.
Y'all doing it.
We be warming up to watching your videos and things of that nature. Let's get busy, guys. Let's get busy. We be warming up to, you know, MC such a caliber. I want to know, man. You know, I mean, we see you sharpening the sharpest blade, man. What keeps you sharp with the raps, man? Who do you rap with, or what do you do to, you know, just stay nice with your technique like that, man?
Man, to be honest, Brody, like, I read, and I know I want to be better than I was yesterday.
I like that.
Like, for real. So, I mean, I ain't going to say, like, I don't listen to, like, other artists, because I do. I listen to OMG Flu. I listen to D-Hard, the Queen.
Of course.
I listen to King Camp.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I listen to 16, Mikey J, Fly Gang Mike, Stacks. I can go down the core period. I listen to them. Of course, I listen to the Coles, the Kendricks and stuff too. But it's like, in order for me to keep me, you know what I'm saying, is try to stay as educated and as knowledgeable about as much as possible, and always like just use words that I don't normally use, techniques I don't normally use.
Oh my God, I'm so glad to hear that, because I think now kids are more fascinated. Or I ain't gonna say kids, but the music they promote now is, I think, style switches, and it's a lot of wild styles, which, you know, some's a hit, some don't, but nonetheless, the kids is doing a lot of styles. But the words is more or less the same. Like, it's kind of why, you know what I mean, the words is lacking the fact that you take vocabulary as a thing, because you got to understand an artist is a wordsmith. You know what I mean? And you know, a lot of people don't they always try to put the past up on some sort of pedestal as if we ain't doing it big. Nah, bro, I'm nicer than Sophocles, bro. I done definitely made more rhymes than Shakespeare at this point, man. As many ciphers as I done been in. Fuck you mean? I never
heard that one, bro.
You know, like fuck you mean, bro? Like, you know what I mean? If I'm not, shoot, Jordan Lucas is, or if one of these other, you know what I mean, Kendrick is was promised for me, dog. You know what I mean? Like. I just kind of feel like we got to start. If we don't put it up on the pedestal, you know what I mean, they never will. And you got to understand, like, a rapper to me is the highest genre. It's the highest selling genre, and it's still kind of the realest joint, you know what I mean? Plus, it comes from, like, a standpoint that we can all understand because, you know, it's the words. So, you know, I like to pay attention to, you know, it's all good, bro. I like, hey, he a father, baby, on Father's Day. They just want to be there. But no, what's his name? Like, you know, I just really think it's important that, you know, we got people that care about their lyricism. You like the Kendrick Lamar of the D. You know what I mean? Your content be really real and be coming from a place, man. What puts it in you to put out that type of content? Because you put out a lot of like positive and like really knowledge-on content versus the typical Detroit sound. Because, you know, this the cocaine cowboy city, baby. Be trapping out. But what keeps your sound going, man?
All right. Before I get into that, thank you so much for the compliment about being the Kendrick Lamar of the city. That means the world. But, you know what I'm saying, I'm on my own way.
Kendrick Lamar, Kendrick Lamar, the Jordan L of L.A. How about that?
You know what I'm saying?
How about that?
You already know, so you got to be recognized for who you are in your own way. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. I do appreciate that. What was the question again?
I was just saying, what makes you go into that content versus like, because you're a wordsmith, so you could have been rapping coke with smoke,
yeah.
And instead you're rapping like books with hooks. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's just like I know who's watching, man. That's the thing, and I feel like me as an artist, once I grab that notebook and pick up that pen, you know, and I'm writing. I'm not just writing for myself anymore. Mm-hmm. As soon as it goes out to the world, it only takes one click for it to reach 1 million people. How many of those people you think kids? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it became bigger to me the day that I said that I want to do this for the rest of my life. So I can't just think of myself when I write. And it one makes me fall in love with the culture even more because of the impact that we have as artists. And two, it makes me fall in love with myself even more because I'm challenging myself daily. You know what I'm saying? So that's really why I chose the way that I went. I mean, like you said, it's not that hard to max rhyme two and few, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But once you start picking up and doing a little bit more, opening your mind, and we don't just have to be rappers about drugs. We can be rappers about making our community better, about marrying our women, about loving our women, about, you know what I'm saying, about raising our young kings and our young princesses to be young queens, you know what I'm saying? Like,
why not?
Prolific messages.
You know,
why not? Because we man, because we need it. And at the end of the day, like, you know, it's, to me, that keeps the culture thriving. Because, you know, no matter how much is like circulating on the radio or whatever, the top tier MCs will always eat.
Always.
So, you know, you can ride the waves and you can tell your little story and let us know how big and bad you are. But at the end of the day, if you're not a good rapper, you'll never be a top rapper. You'll never make the money that you really want. And it is, you know, it is what it is. Plus, not to mention, a good rapper can always dumb down, but a bad rapper, it's hard for you to get up. It's hard for you to get up.
Facts.
Like, you know, I mean, I was in the trap, but now I'm in the books.
Look,
so we can do cocaine. You know what I mean? We can do cocaine talk all day. But you know, we could also do graduation and property bond. You know what I mean?
And to be honest, there's nothing wrong with that either. So
no, it's not at all.
Get the wrong impression.
Got to party to something. Got to ride to something.
Absolutely cool.
Got to sing to something. No, I'm just like, hey, I'm out here being honest in these streets, man.
Look, and I'm with it. I'm with it. That's why, like I said, I ain't just in here like they all bad. This is and the third. Like, cause I bang Peasy, T Grizzly. Like,
let's talk about it.
Talk
about it.
You know what I'm saying?
That new Grizzly project. Ooh.
Look, I like that. Like I said, I was just banging that sweet things on the way here.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, that new Grizzly project.
But it's like, you know what I'm saying, when you're looking at who you're influencing, you just got to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing in the community, for the community, and how is your way of helping? You know what I'm saying? Right now, my bag not as big as I would love for it to be and how big as it will be. So right now, I'm giving you these words. Sure. This is, you know what I'm saying, my word and speaking life into your life and actually following through on what I'm saying, so you can not only just hear it, but you're seeing it.
That's what's up, man. Well, I was gonna say, man, like most of us always, you know, I typically ask, but I just want to know your you know, where your wave came from, man. Who are some of your favorite artists that you know what I mean that groomed you into the game or made you want to rap? Who's some of your favorite all timers, man?
Dylan.
The great Thailand.
The great Dylan. No. Man, I'll be honest, man. I love. I love the old Kanye West.
Okay. He influenced a lot. The game changed the most.
Look, it's phenomenal, just, you know, saying his artistry and the way that it was. And it allowed me to kind of break my shell because he was able to stand next to the Jay-Z, stand next to the Memphis Bleaks, who was, you know what I'm saying, moving this for this much, doing this for that much. And he popped his collar on his polo like, I'm still in there, you know what I'm saying?
Backpacking on.
I'm still that dude. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm about to be the best artist ever. And he's saying it to their face, you know what I'm saying? And it's 1,000,001 them, and it's only one him, you know what I'm saying? So him, obviously Kendrick, like I said earlier, Cole, like I said, I like Courtney Bell.
Okay.
And he's another dope artist in the city. Have y'all heard of him?
I've
heard of the name, but I just couldn't,
Please check out Courtney Bell. And then my core, he's influenced, but and then one more influence, man. Sometimes, like, I like to think of myself as an influence, you know what I'm saying? Just being honest, because I know where I came from and I know where I want to go. Sure. So if you know where you want to go, you can know where you're going to go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so,
yeah.
That's
where
a move.
you at.
That is the move. No, I feel like every rapper
You can't know where you're going. You
themselves.
don't know where you've been.
You feel me?
I feel, you know what I mean? Because your bars is what you wrote. And you felt like at the time the best thing to be said on, you know, to this beat in this moment or whoop-de-woo. So it's just kind of like, you know, in a sense, if you're not feeling yourself to a certain extent, maybe this ain't for you. Maybe you just do it, but you know what I mean? Like, to the point where, like, and then it go into your nature. Because, you know, let me do some revealing. Because this guy's I'm warmed up to him, man. I'm excited, bro. I remember, how long ago was it when I tried out? Was it about 2 or 3 years ago? Because he said he really started professionally up around 3 years ago. I remember when I came in the first time I saw this guy, I was like, I'm sure this is somebody. This dude came in, right? This dude came in, I think he had the suit joint, he had the roll-up. I know a guy with a roll-up, Scully, what's his name in glasses. I know he can rap, though. He's in Image of, and he showed up late, too, and he had a girl with him. She was killed. I was like, oh, yeah, this is a winner. She had dreads. They was feeling real earthy. I was like, oh, they fresh off the Essence boat. Ooh. I was looking like, okay. Because you don't come in a scene like that unless you real secure and it's like, hey guys, it's me. You know what I'm saying? like I was like, oh man. And then we heard him get busy that night. I was like, oh, I get it. I get the aura, man. So like what? So and I say all that to say, man, where'd you come with your style from, man? Because you the fedora guy, man. he got it. You know what I'm saying? Like he be suited. This dude's come to the cypher with a suit on, bro. Everybody else got hoodies. right? Just the 3-piece. Neither. He don't even had a blazer. Just no blazer. He don't even got the blazer. He just the 3-piece and the vest.
Nah, man. My style, Brody. Like, to be honest, it was.
It says Brody. That's dope. go for it.
It was like really. I started picking it up in college, man. Like the fedora. You know, just kind of like a little prep here and there. And then it was just kind of like, I just started liking it more and more. Just started tuning into it to myself, what colors I like, you know what I'm saying, wearing, what colors I felt look good on me. And I was just like, do it. So I just did
go,
it.
Man. It's been working. It's been working.
Yeah, I just, you know. And then like the fedora, like, I on one of my raps, I said, button down loafers on the ground, young fedora flow. Born to be a guy, my nigga, that's just how the story go. Young king leading the regime, sending headshots, watch a blind spot. I'm just saying, like Kakarot. So the fedora flow and the 6 Mile Goku all came from that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I just kept it.
And see, you know, as an artist and everything, you know, as you get bigger and bigger, people like the characteristics and they recognize you by. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's certain, like, you know what I mean? When you think 50 Cent, you think of the New York hat and the little wave cap and joint like that. When you think Eminem, you think blonde hair, crazy, you know what I mean, stare and shit like that. It's certain characteristics that sit in. So the fact that my man got the glasses and the fedora, man, it's just like you know it's him. If somebody was talking about him and you walked in a room full of, you know, brown folks, and you're going to see the crowd kind of warmer, because another thing is people's energy. That was the key thing when we was talking about in the cypher. It's just like, I could have just seen you as an outsider, but something told me this guy's a big deal. And it's energy. So it's just like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, with that being said, he got that. But the energy, once you get that energy, it puts the image to you. Because it's really the spirit of, you know what I mean, of who you are when you find
Bruce
yourself.
Leroy in you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It put the spirit like me, like the way I'm trying to, you know, it'll teach you.
All right. Yeah.
I was gonna say, now you've been to college and everything, man. What you study? What you study at college, man?
Man, I got my degree in biology.
Biology, huh?
In biology, man.
You knowing these chicks biology, and obviously, well,
That's big. That's big.
now, where you go?
I went to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Major shouts out to the Golden Lions, man. My HBCU. I love that school to death.
It's out there with Billy C.
Okay.
Hey, boy.
Billy Chalmers. Billy Chalmers.
But man, okay, man. So you went out there for biology now, and it's just like, I noticed you said it in your raps. Do you kind of feel like that was a waste, considering, because now, you know, I mean, college ain't free unless it was it? Was it like you could have got that scholarship?
I did get a full tuition scholarship.
All right, now.
To march in the band. I play trumpet.
Okay.
So I got a full tuition scholarship to play there. So that worked out well for the most part. I wasn't really financially literate, honestly. So your boy was like, loans? You giving me money?
You just gonna give me the money?
You just gonna give me the money?
It's mine right now.
I'm like racking max it out every time, every semester.
Of course.
They
They know the scam. They know the scam. They know the scam. You're
feel
gonna give a 19-year-old kid, 20-year-old kid bands. Like, I ain't never seen this much money in my life.
8 bands a semester, like free money. Like,
Tripping.
crazy.
Now do the right thing with it, nigga. The right thing is at Macy's.
It's at Macy's.
What you mean? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
VIP
man.
every weekend for no reason.
Definitely. But honestly, if you would have asked me this question maybe 5 years ago, I'll take that back. If you'd have asked me this question 10 years ago, I would have been like, yeah, this college is hecky no. It was the dumbest decision. This is that and the third. But like now, like the man that I've grown to be, and I'm not that detached from college, but that's the time during college, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The artist that I am, if I wouldn't have went to college, I wouldn't be this artist right now. You know what I'm saying? The man that I am, the father that I am to my daughter, I wouldn't have been this man had I not gone to college, had I not made those connections.
Well, what a lot of times to me, what college is about, like, unless you're doing like a real technical skill, I don't ever really think college is about the per se degree. College is about the experience. For the most part, college is the most first time people have been in diverse settings.
Yes.
First time a white person meets a black person. First time a black person meets a white person. Not like for real, like you really in there. You always got your cool ass. For us, we always got about 3 or 4, 5 cool white mofos that went to school with us and stuff like that. But long time, like single digits. Kelly, Marcy, and Kevin. That is it. And Kevin played on the team by chance because he was tall. Like something like, you know what I mean. But when you go to college, you know what I mean, it's a whole nother ball game. You also learn kind of the politics of the world.
Absolutely.
Because you see students, they literally introduce you to it. Student body this and cliques and how things.
Yeah, I went to HBCU, so.
Oh, where you go, man?
But you still learned the class.
Okay, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Nah, but that's what's up, man.
Nah, but it's
He's
still
serious.
like, yeah, I got to talk to you after the interview.
He said, yeah, after the show. When it's 5? Okay, I'm going to talk to you at 5:30. Okay.
Nah, man. I think it's like I said, it's all about this experience, and the key thing that you can really learn is just understanding your way in culture. Because even in HBCs, it's got its division. You got some uppity Negroes. You got some politics. And so, like I said, even in all things, but it teach you about the world that you're about to jump into.
Right.
And then your subject is just how you going to attack the world.
Facts.
So yeah, but I've never been to college, so that's just my imagination. What I thought. I went straight to war because I knew what I wanted to be.
Listen, bro, what's crazy is like everything that you just said, like, is exactly like the idea of it.
The enrichment.
Like the overall enrichment, like the experience, like I said, the people I met, the connections I made, the experience that I got, I wouldn't trade that for anything because it makes you who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Granted, you think during that time and even immediately after that time, however long that time was, it's taken away from your life. You've done so much. You've given so much blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of times you can't find a job right off bat. You got all this debt, this, that, and the third. But you will always have somebody to call if you need anything. You will always be able to say, oh, man, I'm over here. I'm on a flight. As a matter of fact, true story. It was probably about like January 9th. Got on the flight. On my way to LA, I had a layover in Chicago. The layover lasted 3 hours longer than it was supposed to. I went ahead and made a phone call. One phone call. My homeboy, your barber.
Met him in college, right?
Yes, met him in college. It was probably 6 o'clock in the morning. He goes to work at like 9, but he got to take his daughter to school first.
Sure.
I'm like, hey, yo, bro, I'm at the airport. I'm going to be here for a minute, bro. You got some time. I could probably get a cut. This is down the third. He said, say no more. Hopped up. He lives 30 minutes away from the airport. This is right before the traffic.
That's what's up.
Picked me up, chopped me up. We chopped it up, grabbed something to eat. This is down the third. Went back to the airport. I'm like, bro, I didn't even pay you for the cut. He's like, bro, you good. It's probably one of the best haircuts I ever got in my life, bro. Shout out to my homie Dwight Bonds, bro. If you ever in the South Holland, Chicago area, go and see that man. Bonzi, he cuts like a god, all right?
Let's go.
For sure.
So there go the benefits of going to college, man. At least you if you don't pick up the education, at least you'll pick up the context. So you keep in touch with your college buddies for the most part, too.
There's a couple of them I keep in touch with, man, especially when you go out of town.
Definitely.
Hit somebody up. What up, bro? I'm here for the weekend. Oh, yeah, boom, boom. You know how it go.
Right, man.
So.
Facts.
That's definitely what's up, man.
Yeah.
So what's the, would you say it's very important for the kids to be educated? Because I know with the content of your music, it's obvious that you're an educated man. Well, how important is education to this? Because, obviously, I was just telling how D-Hall the Queen, you're probably somebody's favorite. The cipher been going on for a minute, and like I said, it's just 9 o'clock. The radio's still on in the house of some of a young kid, so I'm sure they got favorites, and they follow in this digital era and stuff like that. So you being an educated rapper and speaking on various things that a thinker would have to come from, how important would you say education is and played a big part of like your craft or just in general? How important is education to like the youth,
I would say education is very important to the youth. For the youth, the main thing is structure and self-awareness. Now, for youth, the structure is almost what seemingly is the most important thing before the education. All right, cool, you got to be to school at this time. You got to be up. You got to make sure you dress. You
discipline
gotta make
and all that good stuff.
The whole disciplinary action. So when it comes to knowledge, I feel like self-knowledge, self-awareness is a lot more important than, the general textbook knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that is when I felt like I really tuned in and honed into the artist that I am today. Once I started being more aware of myself, more aware of my people, more aware of
Glad you said that.
the overall transgressions that not only me I go through, not just me as a black man, but what the world goes through. Learning about it, knowing why these things happen, how these things happen, how these things can be fixed, how the world can be a better place. Like things like that outside of A squared plus B squared equals C squared are things that really matter and allow me to be this and what really matters to me when it comes to the knowledge that the youth have.
And I'm glad I know, man. That's at college. That's at college right there. No, man. No, I was like, and he said about learning about your people and stuff like that. Now, if you can look off into that camera right there, stand up real quick. He got this hoodie.
This camera, which
it's out of this one, I believe.
I can't even see it. Where's that?
That camera right next to her.
The stand that's standing right up.
Oh, I'm tripping. Do I need to turn it?
Nah, you good. It's nice. See, we got you on. What's his name? Now, I just wanted the folks to see that. Now, it say getting off like white cops. Absolutely. He brought up, learning about your folks and stuff like that, which means he understands the struggle and has done his history and everything like that. And as a black man, we are everybody podcast, but it's very apparent that we black. So it's just like, with that being said, though, explain that merchandise or that hoodie off, getting off like white cops, man. It's kind of got an obvious punch. But what does that mean to you, and why did you go ahead and more or less, brand that?
So essentially, I'll start with why I did it. I was sitting in front of my computer downstairs. That was in my uncle's basement. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I had my press machine pressing up my Jordanelle merchandise. And then
this is your merchandise?
Yeah, this is me.
Oh,
this is me. Yeah. Getting off like white cops. You can get that at jordanellemusic.com/shop.
Check his Instagram too. He'll get you there.
Jordanelle Music, Jordanelle Apparel. But essentially, I was scrolling through, and this was right before the gentleman And his name escapes me. It escapes me.
But
right
you
now.
just say the situation.
He
I'm
was
sure
he was
remember.
he was living in Texas. It's not Bolton. He was living in Texas, and the white cop ran into his house because she thought it was.
Oh
she said
yeah,
she thought it
about
was
the
her
apartment,
house.
and then when he
Yeah.
moved out, she shot him dead. Yep, it was in
Yeah,
that
you know what I'm
apartment
saying?
building.
And then they made it like, you know what I'm saying, well, he had weed in his apartment and this is that and the third. And granted, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't the initial thing like, dang, you know what I'm saying, why they saying like that? Why they doing him like that? It was why is this case number 30? Why is this, you know what I'm saying, another black man going through this? You know what I'm saying? And it's like you get the textbook Caucasian cop, sorry about what he did, slap on the wrist, might get paid leave, you know what I'm saying? And then something else happens. They flood us with, Kylie Jenner just got her lips done. Or,
Yeah,
or, you know what I'm saying, like
they
that.
veer right off
And
of
and
it.
veer
Like how
right
they
off
not
of it.
speaking on the Sudan situation.
You feel me?
Exactly.
And then next week, it's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? I want to say Botham Jean or Botham Jean.
It's close to it.
Yeah, so that happened, and it really like sparked me to, because it was at first the initial feeling was anger, and it was like, how come this happens? Not how can this happen, but how come it continues to happen?
Right.
And then it was like, you know what? White cops always getting off. And then I started putting it in my lyrics a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
If you dial back in the ciphers too, he would have those little bars too.
You feel me? I'm getting off like white cops and school shooters. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
like you hear that, and it's like people will look at me when I say it, like it's not really happening. Like, damn, why you say that, bro?
It's the truth, though.
Like this is the world that we live in today. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, how can I be a voice or an aid to the voices of the hurt mothers, the daughters who not gonna see their dads, the sons who not gonna know whether or not they're gonna be able to make it home because the police want to stop them because they feel like that toy gun they got in their hand that they playing cops and robbers
Or he
with.
taller than them, so
Or-
no, I can't take him. Pop, pop.
You feel me? Because they
That's
felt
my
threatened,
baby, man.
for threatening them. They felt threatened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was like, I put it on the shirt one time, and I rocked it to the cipher, and I got like a bunch of crazy looks. And the thing was, that's exactly what I was going for. Like, I didn't want it to get overlooked. I didn't want it to be like, oh, that's
Their awareness.
I wanted people to be like, oh, like, what? How did you? Why would you? Like, I want the questions.
Because we got to bring it up.
gotta
the
bring it
topic,
up.
if it's not popular, then if the right ears won't hear it, the wrong eyes won't look at it. It's got to make a buzz and bubble.
Definitely.
So, you know what I mean? Like I think that's the really thing, like, you know, good movement that you got started up, because it's bringing awareness to the police brutality and to the judicial system.
Absolutely.
The broken judicial, I can't even say stuff right, judicial system that's constantly more or less blowing, what it feels like, open and shut cases.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Common sense tells me
Fact.
guy A does this to guy B, then situation C should happen, but situation C be situation X, because it's like, where'd they get this answer from? You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, it's really good that we got rappers out here, seeing how hip-hop is one of our most, known, listening to, and main source of intake, like bringing these to our attention.
Absolutely.
Because, you know what I mean, everybody just want to have a good time and stuff like that. But, you know, outside of the bar, we not having a good time. Yeah, we all party together, you know what I mean? Blondes and bros is all, and that's inside the building. But outside the building, I'm going to be out you're going to be out parking like drunk, and niggas escort you to your car, or escort you, you know, somewhere. I'm going to be out parking like drunk, say one cuss word, might catch 3.
You feel
or
me?
4 or 38, like my man just did.
Exactly.
Or 30, you know what I'm saying? In his car.
In his car. You feel me?
So it's just kind of like, I definitely really commend you on, like I said, bringing awareness to that, bringing that shock value to that, and saying those words that you said, especially on a live platform like the Friday Night Cypher. DJ BJ, I think his show is like the best show in the Midwest.
Thank
so
you,
it's like
thank you.
maybe, no, like that's serious. I think by the actual rankings, he has the best 7 to whatever slot in there for a midnight show. So with
That's
that
it.
being said, when y'all do your Cypher, considering we're not in a major market, Sephora is the market that we what's his name, 2, evaluate 2, I think it's a major movement. So when you hear things like that and something that's so echoed around a certain least sector of the country, lets you know where we stand, and it also, you know, puts them vibes out there, them vibes to think, man.
Absolutely.
Because you know me, my stance on it is I feel like, you know,
Detroit is the best.
yeah, man. Well, so far as rapping wise, but so far as this whole violence and the inequality thing, man, it's gonna bubble over. It's gonna bubble over sooner than later. I think we might be alive to see the Civil War, all of us, because we still young. Give it another 20 or 30 months. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It might bubble over, man, because like I said, we got to wear shirts like that just so you can say, oh, really? You know what I mean? When you know it's happening.
When you say bubble over, like bubble over to what?
So, I don't know, man. I feel like a civil war upon us, man. Another Ford Trump might, you know what I mean? Maybe he clean. And right now, he's giving me no signs that it could go in any other direction. But who knows? I won't put. I'm a man of faith, so maybe he wakes up, maybe he leaves, or maybe they just focus on something else. And because of that, we come. Maybe because remember with Bush, believe it or not, even though he was fucking up in Iraq, we kind of came together on one common accord a little bit, just to be racist against brown folks. Unfortunately, what it was some sort of it was a level of unite. We had another common enemy, which that was still foul, but nonetheless, people kind of had some level of camaraderie. And then the Dave Chappelle show brought us all together at the time. Everybody can laugh at Dave. But other than, you know what I mean? I don't know what could happen in the next 4, but at this current pace, it won't be, you know what I mean? We're going to have to start shooting back type of thing. But, you know, Jordanelle got us thinking real smart and shit. Now, let's get back to the shenanigans, man. Let's bust a couple more flows and then get into our dummy games.
VW.
British Watkins.
Hey, so we play a game out here. We play the name game, bro, because we just goofy like that.
Okay.
So you said VW?
No, B.
It's just a
Oh, you said B. Other
V.
Oh, V. Oh,
Rashawn Winston?
Other said BW.
We say dumb, silly ass names, man.
Vinny.
With the Vinny, Vinny Wiener,
Vinish. Varnish.
Varnish Willoughby,
Willoughby. Varnish Waters.
Varnish
Waters.
Vector. I think Vector Wilson.
Vector.
Hey, well, ain't that a game?
Yeah, Vector, man.
Remember Vector Man from Sega? I know you know the beats off of that. You probably know the beats.
That's like me jumping.
Vector Man.
You hitting them little boxes. I mean, the little, the little TVs.
This nigga would know. Of course he knows it, dog.
Dog, name a game, bro. Nintendo. Give him a Nintendo game.
Mega Man 3.
Oh man.
This is crazy.
What beat is that? From what?
Mega Man 3.
Oh, that's just the intro?
That's the intro.
Hit it.
I ain't gonna do that whole thing.
Listen, after this interview, I'm gonna go and listen to it. And if you got that right,
bro, I
I'm
promise
gonna be
you
like,
right.
what?
This is the beatbox guy, bro.
Man.
All thank God of all things beats, bro. This is the one, man. Dog, talk about some DS though.
DS.
Denton Silvers.
Denton Silvers. DeLarby Scolvin.
DeLarvy.
DeLarby Scolvin.
Darby Starks.
Darby with a B.
Yeah, Darby. Darby Starks.
What you got? You got a name, man?
I'm trying, man. I'm thinking.
That nigga Darby.
David Buttman.
Wait,
I know DS.
Yeah.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
He out now, bro. You said David who?
Buttman. I just want to say it.
Buttman.
How about Deneen Scarborough? Deneen Scarborough.
That's
Deneen.
That's an East Side Street. Scarborough.
You said DS.
DS.
Devontae Satire.
Devontae. Mr. Satire. Satire, please.
Satire. Nigga, that's a stripper now.
Coming to the stage next.
Dillard Strawler.
Dillard.
Nigga named Dillard.
Strawder. Dillard Strawder.
Scrotum, man.
Strawder.
Nigga last name Scrotum.
Oh, shoot, man. Shoot some letters out,
Scroller.
Jordan.
KJ.
KJ. Motherfucking K-Mon. K-Mon.
K-Mon Dream. My name K-Mon Dream.
Dream. With a J, nigga. J.
J Dream. He said who?
No, he said KJ. I just said K-Mon. I was trying to think of
He's
the
about to say K-Mon Dream. Like Draymond Green.
G.
K-Mon.
K-Mon Dream. Gene.
Dream.
And K-Mon Dream. K-Mon Gene.
Catavius Johnson.
Catavius. With a K.
That nigga Catavius.
Kelvin Jetster.
Uh,
Let's see here. Kaylon.
Killer.
What's the
Kaler.
What's the last initial?
Kaler Jenner.
KJ. Kelvin Johannesburg.
Kaler Jenner.
Kaler. That's the real name.
Nigga Calum.
Okay, not Caleb. Hey, why should them have their black mixed kid and name him Caleb Jenner?
Calum.
Because you know they're good. You know they got to get their black. Because eventually they're going to sell the Kardashian franchise to BET. So when it's all mixed folks on there, it's going to run. I see the play.
Caleb.
I see the play.
Calum.
Keontae Jalen.
Keontae Jalen.
Yeah, two first names. Right, two.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. What
No, we got a
good.
little bit of time.
Yeah,
Let's bust a. Y'all play another one?
RB.
RB?
do the same initials, bro.
What?
TT.
Oh, same. We gonna do the
TT.
same?
Okay. Damn.
Tricarius Turner.
Tricarius.
Trevelyan Tuller. Trevelyan Tuller.
Wait, bro, the nigga first name Trevelyan?
Trevelyan.
What is that, a boy or a girl, bro?
Nigga,
That's a dude, man. Trevelyan.
They twins.
Trevelyan and Trevelyan.
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 Tuller. Trevelyan Tuller and Trevelyan Tuller.
That nigga Tuller.
Trevelyan.
Oh,
Tuller. Always tripping.
Tuller.
Motherfucker. RR.
Raquel Rackins.
Raquel Rackins. Motherfucking
Robert Rosenberg.
You said Rodney Rosenberg.
Rodney. That's his brother. Robin and Rodney. Double R.
Rodney Rose. Robin Rose. Robin Rose.
Laugh like Rosalind Roswell.
That nigga Robin Rose.
Ramondo.
This nigga laughing stupid.
That nigga Robin.
Ramondo Rawlings.
Ramondo
Rawlings. Hold on, I'm gonna give him some water right there.
CC.
Courtney Chambliss.
Corliss Chapman.
Chapman.
Corliss.
This nigga done. Courtney Coonheary.
That nigga Corliss.
Courtney Coonheary.
Coonheary.
Coming up with some names.
Coonheary.
That nigga Courtney.
Mr. Coonheary. Mr. Coney. They gonna shorten his name out. Mr. Coney.
Mr. Cohan. No, man, we got a hip hop topic this week. I did the
man. What we say last week?
I did who had the best the debut album.
Yeah,
you said
with the topic, man. Hit him with the topic, man.
Sure, we can toss it up between two heavyweights, man.
Don't do a competition, man. Do a I don't know, man. Try this. We always do the comp thing.
All right, we gonna do who had the hardest beats in the early 2000s. We're gonna say Lil Jon, Scott Storch.
What about Swears?
We could do him too.
Okay.
Who else? Jay Dilla.
Jay Dilla. Okay.
Jay Dilla.
We ain't got. You can stop right there.
Right,
we ain't got.
This is Detroit bias.
RZA, you know what I'm saying? We go all day.
So who had the best beats in the early 2000s? Who was just okay?
You already know what I'm gonna say.
You gonna say the Dilla?
I'm gonna say Dilla.
Not just Blaze?
He's
I'm gonna say Dilla.
Not DJ Premier? No, but that's more nice.
Oh yeah, DJ Premier.
But no, he more was a soundtrack of it. He came, but he wasn't talking about 2000.
Kanye.
Talking about 2000 and that sound, well, high tech. That's
Oh,
a
yeah,
2000.
yeah.
I forgot about high tech.
2001,
and
yeah.
And a young Crit.
Come on,
He started making his beats around 2002. He started doing it his own.
Okay.
come on.
Damn high tech. Who else? But damn, dog, I don't know who my fave was, man. I think I always like I said, I like Premier joints, but I don't know, that might even be high tech when you talk about. But then when you start talking about party music, Lil Jon.
Yeah, I was about to say, so like we gotta break it up into subsections because granted Dilla was like amazing, but it's like
that's for rapping stuff. But when you talk about, you can't be the
sometimes I might want to hear it from the windows to the walls.
Right, you can't.
Right.
Lil Jon made some
Come on, man.
He
had some
Jazzy
Faye.
Well,
yeah.
Jazzy Faye had a run.
He had some
run.
How could we forget?
Shit. Who else? Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin was already with the beats too.
But see, he been doing his thing since he wasn't killing it in 2000s like that.
Shit,
nigga, that's when Cool and Dre came out.
Well, he had that. He did that. He did More Money, More Problems. 99 Problems. Yeah. Man,
I mean that wasn't the most slappingest track, nigga. He ain't my fucking. Who I just say somebody?
You just said somebody dope as hell too. I'm mad as lit my mind. I blame y'all.
Shit. Oh, Heat Makers.
Cool and Dre. They created a whole sound. That's the rise of the cross.
When did the Olympics? Did they come out around that time?
Olympics? You talking about Justice League? Or?
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
Yeah. Justice League was doing, but that's a lot on that. That's like
Heat Makers
too. That kind of translated through because they was.
Well,
they best. Oh no, the Dipset Heat Makers.
Dipset.
Oh yeah, damn.
We can't forget about Kanye because Kanye was doing beats.
Right.
Can't forget about Kanye. Kanye, he was doing beats in what 99, 2000. He started doing beats
that's his era.
on the Dream Team album.
Yeah,
I was in what? Oh no, he was doing it before then. He was on that.
But
he was on that The Truth album.
It popped off of that.
On that, he did the first song on it. I Speak the Truth.
Yeah.
He did that beat.
That was he did do the Truth beat.
Yeah, he did that beat. He did some beats off the Reason album. Man, he did some beats damn near on all they cuts. Every album damn they brought out, he did at least
And
4
then
albums.
his albums like you know that
Man,
second.
Wait,
Wake up, Mr. West.
Yeah.
And I heard him say,
Yeah. But Graduation, man, that's his first 3 really was my shit, man.
Yeah.
But Graduation,
Yeah,
man, oh my god.
Put him on that.
Graduation, he really
That's when he
scandalous
was
hard.
undeniable. Yeah,
Man.
I feel like he was definitely undeniable after Graduation.
Yeah. And then 808s and Heartbreaks, you know, I was straight.
that was the
that
game
was my
changer.
shit,
That was
bro.
Beyonce.
Sorry.
That was the game changer. And I said it
Yeah.
was the game changer because
Niggas hated me for that, bro. I love that CD.
he stepped out of his comfort zone
That was the first
He
time
really
ever
did, though.
to the public because he was already.
He tried to do what
That wasn't the
Andre
one.
did, really.
I'll tell you.
Like how Andre 3000
Oh, no,
kind of
Love,
stepped
Love,
out of his
Love.
culture. He tried to kind of do the same thing.
and I liked the 808s for that, and it was a good that type of thing. But I felt like Andre, he was like, we got one of these, right? Because you're right, it do give you Andre thing. The standout, the masterpiece, the one to me where it was like, okay, this is the difference between rappers and like creators.
But the only thing-
was hold on, you ain't let me say the album. Was my Twisted Dark
I
Fantasy.
knew he was gonna say that.
You
bro.
know
I
it.
swear I knew he was
You
gonna
know
say
it. That was the he.
You said who album?
The nigga
That's
before-
Kanye's My Twisted Dark Fantasy.
That was
That was an amazing body of work.
Oh,
That was an
that's his best
amazing
album?
body of work. I'm not gonna go that far.
That's
his best album.
I'm not gonna go that far. But it was an amazing body of work.
I ain't gonna say
Especially-
that's one of his best, man. Come on, man.
No, it's one
It's
of his.
one of his best, but it's not his best
Sit down on
overall.
that. Then sit down on that. You can't listen to Devil's New Dress and say that.
I do.
You can't listen to
I like that
Hey,
one.
but
I like that one. He
I put 808s over that though, bro.
And that's you can do that, but you can't just act like niggas act like that's not a breeze through album on Kanye's list,
Not at
man.
all.
But not from that first track. Can we get this?
That's when he started going psycho. Wasn't it?
Yeah,
He started going psychopath.
that
wasn't it?
definitely helped.
That helped. That helped his psycho brain. That motherfucker.
Nigga, he
he was
dropped
going to
Monster
something
on
else
that bitch,
for real.
bro.
For real.
He dropped Monster on that bitch.
Yeah.
Man, cut it out. I don't know, man. He dropped Monster on that bitch. He had
What about the Jay-Z
all
and
the lights
Kanye
on that
album?
bitch.
What y'all think about
the
that?
Throne. Throne was
Yeah.
nice. Throne was cool.
Yeah.
Throne was real good. But it's not fucking with Twisted Dark Fantasy, bro. He'll say it's his favorite.
Okay, so like I said, for me,
He looked unimpressed.
Graduation.
He like, you know what? Fuck.
Graduation was one of my
It's a good
favorite
album.
albums
It's
from
a good
Kanye.
album.
Top
What-
dog, man.
What makes Graduation stick out to you personally a lot more, obviously, than My Twisted Dark Fantasy?
I mean, this the music, the message that he was saying in the album. I like the beats for sure, and me personally, like I said, it's just what he was saying on there, and then the features that he had on there, and it's just the music. You know, it was just the music sounded more better on that album.
Dude, I'll say this. Do y'all want to just be silly right there? But you know, I also count in that same run as a Kanye album, and it's not, but it is B. I feel like that might be one of his best production displays. The Compton B, just the way.
Oh
that
yeah. He did the R.
said-
Kelly on
I'm
that
glad you
one.
said that. I was thinking Beyonce. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, stop playing.
No,
Oh no, he said Common, so I knew what he was talking
the
about right
Common
there.
beat, but just the way
That's-
that ran
oh,
the
no.
beats that he put on, like for that sound, like that was a production.
He
right
did
there.
he did
Best
the,
30,
he kind of
best 38 minutes of my life.
he did the R. Kelly what he did on the Body Kiss. He did damn near the whole damn album, but he
Other
didn't
than
write
the
none of the
bird.
flows.
Other than
but
the verses,
he did
he-
the whole beats on that album.
Bruh.
Yeah, that was a
Hey,
shit.
nigga, that
Okay.
was an album.
Okay, so we gonna say this. So when we was young, me personally, I say in the '90s when we was like in our double digits, the music. I mean, the culture and the meaning.
That was the best MCs
the
of all
best
time.
of all time, man. And I mean, like now in this day era,
Yeah, I mean,
day
niggas
era
was
of
good
music,
and rappers.
it's not nothing now. It's not no meaning in your music.
It's
not
the golden
nothing
age.
Reality wise, you know what I'm saying? Something that our kids can learn off of. Like back then when I was coming up, it was okay to listen to that type of music. I mean, even though they cussing and talk about women, but it was still a meaning to that music. It ain't like how it is now.
Even that tells story.
Now you got
story.
motherfuckers talking about, oh, I get high on Percocet, said I put it in my blunt. I mean, come on. I mean, would you want your kids to listen to something like that? Even though it's music, but I mean, you don't want your kids to be listening to
You're not taking nothing away from the artist. You know
what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing away from you, but it's just the
That's what I'm
meaning.
saying. You're not taking away.
I'm raised in a different era than y'all is. You know what I'm saying? And it's mainly like young. It's these young ones, man, that come out here and they make millions just off this saying nothing.
Raised in the era of drinking 40s, nigga. That's why you drunk 40s.
I ain't never drunk 40s like that. I mean, I did when my cousin
Yeah, I was
was
gonna say,
living,
didn't we just have a
but
40? like last week.
We still drink 40.
I ain't never drinking 40. We just drinking 40 when I drink a 40.
I mean, shit. I smoked weed. That's what I started with. I mean, when my cousin was
What
living,
what Q said? And I get high. I
What
smoke
was
weed.
your influence of doing that? Was it music or what?
I mean, shit. I mean, when you young, I mean, just drink. I mean, my
Just
cousin,
drink.
I mean, shit. My cousin had a 40. I had a cup. You know, that's how I started. But I didn't continue. Made it no habit of me doing nothing like that. But I was just like me when I was growing up. I went to school and I listened to music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was this with me. It wasn't no, I gotta have this, I gotta drink. Shit, I was more into music than trying to get high. You know, but when I hung around that certain round of people and they hit that weed shit, I hit that weed too, and then that's how I started.
Smoke that
But,
tweed.
but you know, a lot of that is totally different now because, like, even at my age, and I know y'all just a tad bit older than me, but I didn't have the accessibility to know the new music that was out before my parents or my big homies did. Like these kids nowadays,
I
like
was just talking about too.
he can tell me, you know what I'm saying, about what's new, what's hot, and everything
See,
at the
right,
touch of
right.
a button or in front of a computer screen quicker than, you know what I'm saying, when I was a kid.
All you gotta do is YouTube.
You feel me?
Because it wasn't none of that out back then. It wasn't no
Exactly.
YouTube. Only thing was out was electronics.
buzz was so
video
authentic,
game
too.
electronics.
Right. So with that being said, that takes me back to what he originally said. Like, how do you think that influenced you? The music can influence the kids nowadays without parents even
Right.
knowing that they're listening
Right,
to.
we
it,
couldn't
you know what I'm
listen to
saying?
a lot of stuff
because
growing
we
up.
didn't have access to it. If we had a radio or some headphones,
phone
you know,
or something, yeah.
they got
See,
little,
like-
they got little ear pods. Like we had big headphones.
We had
you know
big
what I'm
a
saying?
CD
Right.
player in the house. That
You
that-
feel
that
me?
your
And
mama
if she see that Cocktails Too Short album, that's going off.
See, that's the thing. Like, see, my sister, man, when I was growing, my sister had tapes and shit. She was buying tapes before we even moved on March Wayne. We was staying over there in the zone. My sister was buying tapes, buying CDs. You know, my father and my mother and my grandma and them used to play music in front of us when we was kids. So when my father go to work, we'd sneak and listen to his album. So that's the little stuff I know now about music. Everything old school you damn near could ask me about. I could tell you what year it came out. I could tell you who the lead singer. You know, that's the stuff I know. But like that's what my sister, she was the one that kept it. After my father died, you know, she kept the music going. She was buying the shit that my daddy had on album. It's still stuff she still need to get. But shit, majority of that shit my daddy had on album, she done bought it on CD. And, you know, we was kids, we listening to it, and we growing off of it. So that what really kept me going on with the music.
Well, however, we didn't answer our question about who was the best 2000s instruments. But we did start up a great,
But we did start.
you know
up
what I
a
mean? We
great
did get a discussion.
conversation.
However, I do want to, you know what I mean, play some of the music we here to promote and everything. Like I said, we got on with the getting off like white cops and that, branched into a topic and everything. But that is merchandise that you can get on. What is it, JordanL.com?
JordanLmusic.com.
JordanLmusic.com, along with a bunch of other things. The other thing you can get on JordanLmusic.com is probably Jordan L's music. With that being said, we want to, you know, in the spirit of promotion and the fact that you see that this brother got bars, setting things on fire, neither off the top or just, you know what I mean? Like I said, we know what he coming with. Let's, bruh, what you about to play for us, man? We break records here.
Absolutely. So, this first record, how many records we got?
I mean, we got time. Well, I'll cut you. I'll cut you when you need to. Probably got my good.
You got a good 3 in if you want to.
Okay,
4.
cool. Got you. Appreciate that, fellas.
Sure.
This first record is titled Movement. I created this record, I want to say, maybe September of last year.
Okay.
And then
It's called Movement?
Yeah, it's called Movement.
Okay.
Created it, and then once we made a little more tweaks to it, we went back, recorded again, and then we set. Once we got the final product of it this year, set it, released it probably about like 2 weeks ago, and it's doing well. So this first song that I'm about to premiere to y'all, this is actually produced by Trey Styles, the blind producer. For sure, I'll check him out on all social media. Trey Styles. This song is titled Movement.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go. Step away from the mic. So, I was going to say, what we going to do is
Jordan, Look, I put the G in the guide. I lead like a guy. I'm front and center, the center inside. I need him to die. I feel like people belittle the pride in search of the prize. I'm hoping that didn't go over your head. You might need to rewind. Now I take you back to the moments that mattered the most. I was lacking the vision like I'm comatose. I would give him my all, they would call me a joke. I would look for the pun like I'm chasing a ghost. All I know is pain right now. Hoping decisions to stay on the mission don't all go in vain right now. Risk it all here to stain right now. My mama need, I'ma provide for. If my daughter need it, it cost, ain't no question. My baby, you know I'ma buy for. When my shorty need me, I hop on a jet or a bus cause she know I'ma ride for. I put all my goals in the drive for. These women were hard for me, harder than any nigga, so you know I'ma die for. When I'm in the city, I'm riding. When I'm in the city, I'm cruising. I make a play, I don't never delay. Nigga, I move like a movement. Nigga, I move. Nigga, I move like a movement. Nigga, I move. Nigga, I move like a movement. When I'm in the city, I'm riding. When I'm in the city, I'm cruising. I make a play, I don't never delay. Nigga, I move like a movement. Nigga, I move. Nigga, I move like a movement. Nigga, I move. Nigga, I move like a movement. I got the heart and the time, ambition to match. Passenger seat in the caddy with wine, but I never lack. I told myself that it's possible, nigga, and made it a fact. I told my fears that I'm leaving them here and never look back. I made a promise to God that I changed and I'm focusing. I'm about 90% of the way. Honestly, 75, but I tried to understand progress is made every day. I learned to myself who I am, what I want, and who I see in the mirror. This ain't a hobby, boy, this a career. Made a progression in all of my tears, on top of the tears, I'm still climbing. Niggas like Jordan, you still rhyme. This for all the nights I used to have to hate glory fools just to still rhyme. Away runner while you wait right. A change agent while you pocket
wrapping up? Okay. That shit was hard, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Well, now what can people download, listen to all that? What platforms and stuff on?
Definitely. So we on everything. So Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Tidal, Napster, Smoke Signal. You know what I'm saying? My mama's selling it out the trunk, like whatever you. You got
the landline, like we also got the one for the jail joints.
Yeah, we definitely. Yeah, it's on the JPay joint too.
Get them with the JPay
for sure. So look, make sure y'all just look for Jordan L, no spaces, and you gonna find all my music, man.
For sure. All right, well, and then who produced? You said my man
Trey Styles.
All right, man, that was hard. All right, what we got up next, man?
All right, for
you see, I had to up the volume on us. So like, yo, this shit was going, bro. We can't take away from this. What we got next, man?
So this next song is titled "Swim Lessons." It's off of my one of my most recent EP releases, New Waves. Who This? The title, once again, "Swim Lessons," produced by Engine Ike. This song is near and dear to my heart. It's one of my favorites. My daughter was talking about how much, you know what I'm saying, she loves the water, loves to swim and everything. And then I do these this thing is called Black Facts. So every Saturday we would go, and you see her face. These things, every Saturday we would take the time out, probably about maybe an hour and a half every day. But we'll learn about a black innovator, black inventor.
That's good. That's a great thing, man. We do got to start taking more pride in our peoples and our accomplishments.
Absolutely. So so when she did that, in the midst of writing a verse, it kind of got me into the hook. So, you know what I'm saying? You'll understand where I'm going once you hear it. But this song is titled Swim Lessons, produced by Engine Ike, available on all streaming and downloading platforms right now. New Waves, Who This? Let's get it cracking.
Swim Lessons, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey.
Will I ride? Joy, L, love, well inspired once I acquired knowledge. I only lack remorse for the opposition and silence. Mind of a tyrant, my people tired of them crying. This is for those that gave up hope and tired of trying. Forever with my dogs, no Stewie and Brian. Plan to climb the holy hill and leave my heart in Zion. Nobody's perfect, but my purpose gets clearer with timing. And I'm a rocket for my sons, Carmelo and Kaya. Yeah, changing the culture, inspired to cool. Backstroking through the lagoon, you acquire the rules. You make appearances at clubs, I'm appearing in schools. If legendary was a myth, then I made it the truth. My daughter want a pool, I'll teach her how to swim. New goals every day like we just bought a rim. Nothing on earth could ever stop me, even if it stopped me. I'm well aware this wave ain't for everybody. Just waving for everybody. Your wave ain't for everybody. Just waving for everybody. Just waving for everybody. Lord give it, then he take it away. All that I ask is if you could take my troubles and stay. I never needed any advice, all I needed was faith. Bet the house on Jordan tomorrow, you'll be in the state. Let them cut and paste the curriculum, I'm teaching different. Aim for the stars, you aim for applause, we reaching different. Talk about conditions you've never been in, we speaking different. I see the growth, you see the struggle, what we seek is different. I just want it all, keep the ice in the cars. Generational wealth is more appealing to us all. My daughter asked for books, last year she wanted dogs to see if knowledge is enormous. Dive deep and learn it all, learn it all. My daughter want a pool, I'll teach her how to swim. New goals every day like we just bought a rim. Nothing on earth could ever stop me, even if it stopped me. I'm well aware this wave ain't for everybody. Just waving for everybody. Your wave ain't for everybody. Just waving for everybody. Just waving for everybody. Unconditional love, unconditional value. I'ma turn up for the team, unconditional value. I'm making moves, you making memes with the people around you. My self-esteem keep my tracks running laps around you. Yeah, don't call a truce, we want all the smoke. With all the issues, you sacrificial, you gotta go. Sunbathing in the Galapagos, melanin popping like Pulp Fiction in 94. What is your addiction? I just wanna know. Treat my people like my equal, I want us to grow. Deep sea diving, seeking knowledge, we may never know. These swim lessons keep us blessed with a forever glow. The more you know. My daughter want a pool, I'll teach her how to swim. New goals every day like we just bought a rim. Nothing on earth could ever stop me, even if it stopped me. I'm well aware this wave ain't for everybody. Just waving for everybody. Your wave ain't for everybody. Just waving for everybody. Just waving for everybody.
What's the name?
Swim lessons.
Swim lessons, man. Hey,
yeah.
I'm riding to that on the way out. That's it. Roll, bro.
Thank you, man.
That's that one. Well, what studio did you record out of?
I record at home.
Hey,
Freestyle Studio.
Hey.
So yeah, he not only makes beats, he's also an engineer. He does mixing, mastering, production.
That's what's up.
Yeah, like he's one-stop shop, and he's always learning. Like I've never seen him not want to know more about his craft. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Well, okay, great. That's good stuff, man.
Definitely.
Sir.
Yeah, both of them was going on, but that second one there, you ain't released that yet, or
No, both of them are already up.
They've been. Oh yeah, you gotta repush that.
We can find those on YouTube.
Yep, you can find them.
You got a video for that one?
No, not yet.
Put a video for that one. Wait for the summer though.
Yeah.
Wait for the summer.
We
That's
got
the top down.
we got the treatment and everything ready for it. So
I was
you
about
know
to
what
say,
I'm
bro, that was like that was Dr. Icewear Vessel. That was a different type of like the hook string. That was Dr. Vessel right there, because it was Detroit.
Yeah.
Well, it was right. It was that smooth. It's for Dory Fine. You know what I mean? It was smooth, but it was
Sure, you
right.
feel me?
He was dog.
Absolutely, man.
Well, check this out, man. Now you got a talented producer.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You got a talented team.
Absolutely.
A lot of folks working with you and everything like
Yes,
that.
yes.
You know, we out here just a bunch of podcasters, but we do have one extraordinary talent. We do actually. That's the only reason I feel like going into this, because we actually do have one super move, and that is, of course, the beatbox champ.
Beatbox champ. Look, but before y'all go into the spill, man, I am so excited because every video that I've seen anybody post when the court came up here, when Dion was up here myself, like I always saw them put joy with you beatboxing, bro. And I'm like, it's party time.
This is hip hop, baby.
So look, let's get it.
Yo,
West Coast feel too.
hey, from the west to the D in the 313, I got my man Jordan Neal. He posted up with me. Came to the show talking in the knee, but now we freestyle dope, and this is so sweet. But don't bite it, 'cause your teeth might rot out. We the best up in the game, no stop out. In the best podcast for sure, no dropout. And we in the top of the game, no top out. Boy, freestyles off the top of the dome, you know we don't. We go ahead and bring it to your home. The beatbox champ always keep me going. You know he got the styles that'll keep me flowing. You know we got the plans that'll keep the money flowing. And everybody know we rap so blow. It's the best freestyles on the show. On the microphone now here we go.
No. I'm tripping, my bad, bro. Got a little geek. Hey.
Catch it then. Holy Spirit.
Look. Ground succeeding conquer, watching high tide, sipping my tides on the beach out in Sri Lanka. Mama taught me never love, Papa taught me never sponsor, and my granny told me, Jordy, please just be there for your daughter. So I'm out here over time, and every second, every hour, making sure my little lady has whatever's in my power. I'm her knight in shining armor. You couldn't word it better. She's my princess, I'm a king. We got our royal court together. Oh, and it's like, why be driven with no direction? I mean, these niggas they talk just to hear themselves on the record. Honestly, for the record, on every track I'm a record. To the beat is non-existent, literally no recollection. I'm a Jetson, you a Jefferson. When I'm moving up, you sky high. Good music like sci-high. Keep bad with him, I stand by. Pikachu's like a Scantron, I'm a landmine. I can't lie, I'm bound to blow. Tell him I'm just waiting on the right time. Like, hey.
Nick, you got something for it?
Heel that tight.
Got me laughing. Damn. Nigga make you put the ugly face on. What else you got for us,
same
champ?
beat? Nah, you can switch it
What
up.
you got for us, champ?
Oh, man. All right.
That nigga hi-hat's on point, man.
You feel? Hey.
Okay. Well, don't you know we got the beat? We got the beat to make a nigga move his feet. We got the beat to make the freaks not the beat. Not right.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Too sweet,
I'm trying to process it, dog. Don't fuck it up.
You fucking with it again?
You can go ahead, bro. You can go ahead.
Hey. Wake up in the morning to some wake and bake. I keep it all real, boy, never fake. I try to take this rap shit day to day. I'm trying to make a move, trying to make the pay. The best podcast out the city. And everybody here fuck with me. Niggas keep it all real, hella gritty. And we come money P. Diddy. Billionaires right here with the beats. Got the freestyle and we bout to freak. Keep it beatbox talking old school. Before they had instruments, this is what we do. Beating on the table, beating off the mouth. And people know we go north and down south. Everybody know we hip hop in your mouth. Coming out the eardrum, niggas know, no doubt. Freestyle king with my motherfucking team. And you know we do our thing. And we trying to get the bling like Baby and motherfucking Slim. And everybody know we be going in. Before that CD from Eminem and D12, J Dilla, all of them. And Babalo Bridge. And we go to Canada. Understand freestyles might damage you.
Hey. Thanks, Babalo Bridge.
Hey, hold up. Let me get that. Hey. New vibe, same guys, pray to the same God. Still out here looking for clarity, word to the drink God. We grew up on the east side, not the safe side. When law enforcement quick to take a life before they take time back. Daddy in the pen, daughter in the streets. Son good at running from his pain, put him in some cleats. Mom's good at pouring out her feelings, put her on the beat. Depression is the DJ, play the hook, bring it back and repeat. Yeah, running for you had me running from me. Uber exhausted, mind of a faucet that never leaked. Game given when I felt like they deserved it, and what hurt it is I felt the ones deserving, never gave it back. I needed time from my family for sure. Had to check on them less, to have checks for them more. Had to check on myself, that's the right way to manage. I can just tell them how to get it, gotta show them that's balance. I'm stronger mentally, accountability, I know it's meant for me. I earn my treasures and my transgressions, responsibility. I owe it to myself to be better for myself. Can't create generational wealth without generating wealth, let that sink in. I don't pretend, in your pretext you post threats but we don't feed in. Be on a higher plane, Joel and B, you talk all season and lose the game. Kawhi Leonard, the patient winner, I grow in game. Hey, let's get it.
You talk all season.
Lose the game.
And that nigga got the biggest cry face ever. That nigga's the king of the new emojis. The new cry. It's
better than the
It's better than Jordan's 1,000 times. Ooh. He just came back from out west, so we about to show him what's the best. He just came out from out west. We about to show him who's the best. Detroit now, Motown, Po-Town, Holiday Inn. Say what? And anybody trying to get some money around here, yo, get the money with your friends. I said Motown, Po-Town, Holiday Inn. If you trying to get work from the niggas at the D, you know we going in. It's the best podcast by show. And everybody know that. And Richard got the microphone, you know I got the flow coming off the top. Everybody know I'm really hot. Spit it wrong, rapid fire. Nigga think I'm Tupac, but I'm about 6'2" and about 252. When I swing a thing, I knock out you. Me versus you is like a 2-2 versus a Tommy. I come through and wild game on your mommy. And she walking off. People know we coming through, we spitting so raw. You should sniff it up, dog. Probably get you real high. Probably in your eardrum. Probably take you to the sky in your mind and me on. Got the best beatboxer in the world. That's why I'm always getting all the girls. I'm talking about the money and the pearls. I call them all my ladies. I understand my freestyle, niggas couldn't save me. Jumping off the top, people coming through and I never ever drop the ball. Coming through, motherfucking ball on y'all. And niggas know we on top and never fall.
Shit. Trying to flow some more.
We started late.
Shit, you said we started late. Well, let me go ahead, man, and cut the cake. I hang with real niggas, never keeping it fake. And niggas talk shit, we slap the shit out your face. It's Detroit's finest in the city. We about to get real Grammy in the city.
Okay. Let's get it. Hold up. Look. Why everybody else practice group economics? Why we put pride in the profit? Why we like pictures but ignore all the knowledge? Why every black boy get labeled a savage? I know the feeling's surreal, but school shooters get labeled mentally ill. Why we downplay our people wherever we at, saying blacks don't do good business like our skin ain't black? Why I feel trapped in the land of the free? Why we talk about cracking CVVs and not PTSD? Why they acting like it's safe in the streets? It's a war zone at least. It's clear we need protection from the police. Why I really feel like this life is a race, where every time I get off the phone with my brother, I gotta tell him be safe. Why we appreciate the things that depreciate, like we'd rather buy a whip before we go get some real estate. Might shoot a video with a chain about 20K. Mom's still struggling, man, she just pulled an 8 to 8. Why they killed Dr. CB, he was teaching health. Why they killed Nipsey Hussle, he was teaching wealth. Why Flint water still dirty? Why Trayvon is C30? First we mute Kanye, they caught the new Yeezys early. Why are we so forgiving? Why are we so forgiving? Why we march for anything but never fight for our children? Why we invite them to the cookout just for speaking and kneeling? Why we abuse medication expecting spiritual healing? I just gotta know why.
Just gotta know why. Hey, good flow, brother. Always.
Nigga going.
He be going.
You want one more or what?
One more?
You feel it? Do you feel it?
Yeah, I feel it. I mean, when I don't feel it.
Can you feel it?
It's the champ. It's champ, everybody.
Ooh. Right there. Yeah. Hold up. Hey.
Call the Holy Spirit.
Love. Come inspire with a giant, a warlord, a tyrant. Come and ride the wave beside the ocean is where I'm residing. I take him Laguna Maroon, Jordan, and attire. Everywhere, look at the flyer. Fire, California forest, flyer like a forest. Mover Kia forest, Uber Kia forest, ride through a forest. And I got a rockin' the fedora. Listen, I'm God body. Shouts out to God body. You ain't seen nothing like me, boy.
That nigga came home. I got one nigga popping. Hey.
Hey. Y'all ain't gonna keep it going? What's
Nah,
up,
I can't fuck. Nah, he
can't fuck with that?
Nah, set it on fire. All right, y'all. Now this was a great time, man.
Hold on. What you mean, man? I mean, that's it.
Yeah, we a little pressing, man. He might jump us over in another hour or something. You know. We pressing.
No, we can sneak one more. Dave, if you're listening,
man,
you're not in here right now, so
it's kind of on
coming
you.
out your pocket. Right?
Let's go, baby. Fuck it, no, because he picked that right one. He picked that. Hey, this reminds me of this. So I'm just listening to myself, and I know I got my hair. I'm just learning something, and I dance with myself.
He's singing it wrong as hell.
I know.
I got this hen in my cup.
I couldn't remember this boot. I couldn't remember. Hit that beat though. That
Buddha
shit
got me
was
That nigga be talking on.
fuck it. I get one. I killed a war with the flow, yeah, I'm talking apocalypse, the best to ever do it, yeah, I feel like Tupac in this, saying the rich with whack, boy, you talking preposterous, when you know your flow's softer than the fellas on ostriches, roll how I go, I roll when I'm ready, got bows by the ton, so I roll when I'm ready, bars hard enough to feel the cracks in the levy, catch me snacking on the track, like a pack of little Debbies, a baby from the 80s, I ride in Mercedes, your life will catch a curse if you ever try to play me, your favorite DJ play me as I walk off with your lady, I'm a yes and you a maybe. Why your hoe misbehaving? Should dye my hair blind cause a nigga so shady. Don't fuck your moms and kidnap your ladies. All nights, at nights, I perform like Chris. Anyone, rock, rubber, brown, or wild list. After this, I'm top 5 on all this. Rappers better stay in place like bras on small tits. It's enriching marijuana music, eardrum fix. I drop hits. Plus you know the flow too legit.
Motherfucker. That's old school.
Alright, man. Let's sneak him out of here, man. Alright, y'all. So that was definitely a great time, great show and everything.
Nick Nolte in the building.
We got the legendary. Oh, he's back. Let's go, baby. His name snuck in on 48 hours. Even they. Get this out of here.
You call Dave Nick Nolte, man?
No, dog. Not Cool Dave, man.
Man, I can't.
All right, y'all, but we go ahead and get out of here. Now, Jordanelle, like we had our special guest here. You killed it. We thank you so much, man. It was a blessing to have you on the show. You know, you had a good time. You know, you can always come around and clown with the squad, man. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be like you when I grow up with the flow, man. That's just nice.
I'm still growing, man. I'm still growing.
So, shoot, man, tell everybody your handles. Where can they reach you at, man? Where can they get at you? Your music. Spit it, man. Tell them where to get your stuff.
Definitely, man. Before I get into that, I want to thank y'all, brothers. Thank y'all so much for having me, man. It was absolutely a pleasant and really dope experience, man. Thank you. You can follow me on all social media at Jordan L Music. Jordan L Music, all one word. Shop with me, man. JordanLMusic.com.
Is that Jordan L?
Yeah.
Okay, just one letter L?
Yeah, just one letter L.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jordan, the letter L, and then music. Yep, gotcha. Just like that. All one word. So check me out, man. Please. I got a lot of great music. I have an amazing story, man. And you know what I'm saying, we doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? So let's make this magic happen, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gotta make it happen. Nick, where can they find you at, man?
Catch me on the gram, Headache 84. I ain't hard to find. Facebook, Nicholas Head. I'm out there.
Shit, you already know where to reach me at, man. On Facebook, Nardflex. Instagram, Nard from the Boulevard. And then Snapchat, BigNard.1984.
Of course, y'all can reach me at The Enrichment on all platforms. The Enrichment MC, can get you there as well. Also, make sure you follow the N&E Freestyle and bullshit with the shit emoji on right before the T. That's our group on Facebook, and that's where we post a lot of our stuff at. You can post all your stuff there. You got a new video, if you in the group, just throw it on there, man. I'm guaranteed to share your joint. Right. So you know what I mean. I'm maxed out on Facebook, so that's about 5,000 folks that's gonna see whatever I throw at you, man. So if you got it on the group, hey, send it through, man. On Instagram, and you can catch us follow our group in the podcast. We also have all the episodes, with the exception of one day. We're gonna talk about that. But this is all the episodes and our highlights on the NNE Freestyle and Bullshit. That's the Instagram. Go follow that. You can follow me, like I said, at The Enrichment. It'll lead you there anyway. So just do that. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you listening and everything. I also want to give a special shout out to the D Spot, just a block west off the lodge. You know what I mean? Go over there, buy Mr. Wood, man, purchase, and then also ask him about the Stop the Violence movement. You know what I mean? He's got a thing going on. He had a little drive for it last week, but I'm still going on because, as the great Nipsey Hussle would say, the marathon continues.
Facts.
So, we got to, keep it going. Go on by there, not only cop some clothes, but ask them what's the move for the movement. Because like I said, we just want to get a better street and make a greater Detroit. You feel me?
For sure.
All right, y'all. Well, that was episode 24, featuring and starring Jordan L, man. Round of applause for him. Thank you so much, y'all. We getting out of here, y'all. Happy Father's Day.
Hey.